Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I am a full-time reseller. Today I'm going to be shipping my morning sales with you. It is Monday, October 7th. Had another slow weekend. I ended up setting a 40% off sale on eBay to get some sales in. So I was basically giving away things next to nothing. Poshmark, I sent out 40% off offers on everything in my Poshmark closet. Basically giving things away like I said, and I still had slow sales even with those two sales going on, but I figured I would bring you guys along. I'm about to make myself an iced coffee. I've been really trying, well, starting this week. I can't say I've really been trying because last week I went and got coffee out like normal, but starting this week, and it's been in the back of my mind, like I'm really trying to not drink coffee out as much. Not gonna lie, I typically get coffee out like 3 to 4 times a week. It's bad. I used to do it every day. Like there was a phase in my life right after I had Dallas where I was literally getting coffee Dunkin' every day. Not even exaggerating. But I recently saw a video on TikTok of this girl who was making an iced latte at home, and she said she hasn't been to a coffee shop. She hasn't gotten coffee out in years because she makes coffee at home and it tastes like an iced latte at home. Like I've made iced coffees at home before, but they're always watery. They always taste gross. I don't know how people do it. Like if you brew regular coffee over ice, it's gonna get watery and disgusting. So this girl used this Nescafe. Why can't I freaking say that right? I don't know. It's espresso, and it's like instant espresso. This one is the intense version, the gold. It's really smooth. I mean, you can like just tell that it's going to be smooth in my opinion. But the girl in the video used the blonde roast one. They did not have the blonde roast at Walmart when I got this yesterday. Actually, this is like semi-open. That's nice. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell of coffee and coffee grounds. But the girl in the video used the blonde kind. They didn't have that at Walmart when I got this, so I got the intense version. I tried it out yesterday. It was so good, and let me tell you, she is not kidding when she says it literally tastes like a coffee shop made it. And now I know how to do it. I always wondered, how do people make coffees at home, iced coffees? I'm fine with making hot coffees at home, but I'm an iced coffee girly. I like iced coffees a lot of the times. That's what I buy out. So this is how you do it. So you take about a tablespoon of this. I am going to mix it up in a separate cup. So I'm going to use this cup for my iced coffee, but I'm going to get a mug to mix this up. She had an espresso mug. I don't. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it, to be honest. This is a tiny mug. But you guys, I'm really sad because my favorite mug, I broke it yesterday as I was cleaning it. I freaking banged it on the sink and it broke. And I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this, but I said mosaicing Ashley would have been so mad about this. Like I'm a little upset because it's my favorite mug, but now that I've been mosaicing, I realize that I can repurpose this. I can break these pieces up and I can make a mosaic out of it. I can use these pieces in a mosaic. So I'm freaking excited about that. But anyways, so we take about a tablespoon of this, which I'm gonna do a little under because I'm realizing that this cup isn't that big. I really want to order some bigger ones, but about a tablespoon. And then she said you take 2 to 3 ounces of water with that, cold or hot water, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use cold because I'm doing an iced coffee. She said if you're putting syrups in your coffee, you might wanna do a hot one to help them melt, but I don't have any syrups. But yeah, I don't know how big this is. But I'm gonna fill this up about halfway because like I said, it's a pretty small mug. If you could tell, there's dried espresso in my hand. That's disgusting. She used a little whisk. I don't have a little tiny whisk, so I'm just gonna use a spoon. It smells so good. Stir that around. Actually, I definitely need more water than that. This probably is about an espresso mug worth because now this mug is a little big, but look at the size difference. Like that's huge. So you stir this around really good. Make sure that's all dissolved. I mean, it really dissolves as soon as the water hits it. I'm not even gonna lie, but if you want to just drink that, go for it. I don't know if you could see it, but that would probably keep me awake for 5 days. So after that's mixed up, fill your glass with ice. We pour, so we have an ice bucket. If that is not the epitome of my life, oh my gosh. I was gonna say I can't believe that happened, but I can't believe that happened. Please hold. Now I have a mess to clean up. Literally every single ice cube. Every single ice cube. This was full, you guys. Like I was saying, we pour. We don't have an ice maker in our freaking fridge, so we need to have a bucket of ice in the freezer. And now it's all on the floor. So I have approximately 1.5 ice cubes in my cup. The rest is on the floor. Happy Monday. Things like that. Like, not gonna lie, that really just ticked me off. Like, that just brought my mood down a notch. Anyway, so we're gonna mix our little espresso up. Ice, I rinsed a few pieces off the floor. Don't fucking judge me. I don't know what else to do, y'all. Like, I have no other ice, literally. So we're gonna pour this espresso over our ice, like so. Yum! And then, creamer of choice. I'm gonna use this one today. I also have an oat creamer in the fridge that I really like, but I'm gonna use the sugar cookie one today that I wanna use up, and then I'm gonna put some almond milk in it. So, again, you can put syrups in here, flavorings, stuff like that, but pretty much the creamer is going to flavor this. And yeah, normally I would put way more ice than that in there, but look at this, you guys. I didn't even stir it up yet, but I'm so excited. I was actually looking forward to coming home and making this today. Like, and what's nice is you can literally customize it to how you like it. You want it black, you want very little cream, very little sugar. You got it. I like my coffee looking pretty light. So good. I would love to get, like, at some point, I would love to get some kind of caramel syrup to add to it, or some other flavorings, syrup flavorings to add to it. But for now, so good. It saves me money. This thing of espresso was like maybe $8, $6, and I made 3 coffees out of it, and that's all that's gone. Like, you know, you get a lot for your money from this, and compared to Dunkin' and Starbucks, you can't beat it. I am stepping on ice right now. I love that. Apparently I missed a few pieces. All right, so we're gonna go in here now, my bedroom / living room, and let's ship some sales together. So it was an extremely slow weekend. Like I said at the beginning of this, I do have 2 bags worth of sales. Actually, some of these are Christmas items that I pulled, some more Christmas items that I pulled and threw in here to photograph today. Let me throw these over here. But I have 2 bags worth, but like I said, I was pretty much giving things away for next to nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put every single one of these pieces into poly bags. Oh, here's another Christmas piece. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I'm going to put all of these pieces into poly bags, and then when I'm done, I will be back and we will talk about what sold. I actually had, I believe, 11 on eBay, 8 on Poshmark, and 3 on Depop. I might have had 9 on Poshmark, but Poshmark actually was doing better than eBay, which was shocking. Also, before I put these things into polys, I wanted to show you this, which is my other mosaic, or my next mosaic that I am working on. You guys had so many positive things to say about my sunflower. Wait a minute. Let me show you that first, because I didn't even show you the finished product of that. This is the finished sunflower. So I did not realize, but the grout that I originally got was gray. I thought it was white. It was gray. Turns out, like, I was totally fine with that because I had white tiles in here. So I figured, you know, white grout might not look great with the white tiles. Might kind of clash. So yeah, and then I got gray paint to paint the exterior trim, as well as like up here I painted. and like the trim on the inside here to match the grout. And I think it turned out pretty dang good, you guys. And I'm honestly so shocked with myself and with how this turned out. But the only thing I will say I do not like, which it's not that I don't like it, it's just I wish it wasn't so gritty, is the grout. And maybe I mixed it up wrong. You know, this is something I'm going to have to play with, trial and error. But yeah, I'm freaking obsessed. And I made a reel, a YouTube short and a reel on it. I also posted that on Facebook. And somebody actually messaged me, the director of my kids' daycare, messaged me and was like, I want one. Can I pay you for one? Can I pay you to make me one? And I'm like, what? So literally after my very first mosaic, somebody is paying me to make them one. And I'm just like, what? So I actually started hers last night and I told her it's not going to be identical. So these aren't glued down, but these two sunflowers are done already. These pieces are just kind of sitting here. But yeah, so I started a second mosaic for somebody else, and I'm still shocked that somebody's gonna buy it from me. You know what I mean? And then, oh, let me show you this, you guys. This is so precious. My daughter Paisley, my 7-year-old daughter, has been seeing me making these mosaics and been seeing them, and she's like, oh, I want to make one. So I got her own. She picked out her own wood base and she started making her own mosaic. How freaking cute, you guys. But back to the mushroom. I am working on this one. I kind of freehanded the mushrooms and then mosaicked them. And I'm just like, at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. This one, if I could go back and redo this mushroom, I probably would. I don't really like the way that one looks. But the other ones, I'm obsessed, you guys. So the only thing I'm waiting for is the background color. I plan on doing the background of this entire thing, which is going to take a while, in like an iridescent white color. And I'm so excited. And I think I'm going to be selling this piece at my market this Saturday. I'm hoping that I get it done before then. I should. The white background pieces are supposed to be coming in today from Amazon. And yeah, so I should be able to get this done and be able to take it to market and sell my first piece in market. And this one came with the hangy pieces, or not piece, like indents on the back, which I really liked. The sunflower did not. So I actually bought some picture hanging, like sawtooth picture hangers for this and for other projects in the future. But yeah, you guys, I just had to show you because you guys were so excited and so supportive towards it, and I just really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to say, why don't I talk to you guys while I am putting stuff in polys? Because I was about to start rambling again, and I'm like, wait a minute, girl, like, multitask here, do more than one thing, like, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. My last video that went up, not today, I had a video go up this morning about an hour ago, it's Monday, but my Friday video that went up, I wasn't even really, like, I was debating whether or not to even post that video because I felt like I was just sitting there complaining. Like, I felt like I just didn't feel like it would be taken very well by people who watched it. But I was wrong, you guys. I have chills right now. But I, first of all, have never gotten so many comments on any other YouTube video since I've started YouTube over a year ago. That video by far has gotten the most comments. And that is because just you guys commented such supportive and kind words. And literally some of the comments made me cry. Happy tears. Like, I felt so much love. And oh my God, I'm going to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional about it because it's a good thing. I'm not sad. Like, you know, stuff is rough. Things are still rough. You know, it's not like things are better since that video, but it really, I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I was expecting when I posted that video. Like, I obviously, you guys are so kind. I knew that it wasn't going to be like you guys hating on me, but I also didn't expect so many people to comment and so many people to just send me positive vibes, give me advice, like tell me their experience, tell me that I'm not alone, that they're also a single mom going through it, that they have been once, or, you know, it's just, I definitely, like, I just want to say thank you guys, like, so much. I honestly, I wanted to put this with this. That's okay. We're going to wrap them separate. They the same person bought both of these pieces, but I honestly don't feel like I deserve the amount of support that I got. I don't know, like, I don't know. It just really, it made me feel really good, and it made me feel just, I don't even know, you guys. I'm still just speechless. Like, it's just mind-blowing to me. Like, I see my video views. When I first started making YouTube videos, I would get about 50 to 100 views per video, you know. Now I'm getting about 900 to 1,000 views per video, and it's hard to feel, like, as it's happening. You know what I mean? But my YouTube channel is slowly growing. I'm slowly building my own little community over here. And that video really, really made me realize it. Like, I knew it, you know? Like, I knew it, you know? I read your guys' comments all the time. I comment back to them. I see the views that I'm getting. But, like, it just really put it into perspective for me. Like, how many people are here for me on the internet? How many people that I don't even know are in my corner? And my whole body has been covered in chills this entire time. I have been talking. Look at this, you guys. Chills. I'm not cold. I'm just, like, overrun with emotion right now because I just feel so blessed. Like I said, things are really hard. Ugh, I don't want to cry, you guys. Anyway, yeah, so many emotions still. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. I did not want to get choked up right now, but it literally took me a few days to get through those comments. Like, I had over 100 comments on that video. Now, some of those are my replies to those comments. I tried to reply to every single one. I definitely read every single one, even if I didn't reply to it. But like I said, I'm pretty sure I replied to everyone. But it took me a few days to get through those comments. And you guys, again, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, supporting me, coming back every week, every video, watching, always commenting your kind words. It really means a lot, and thank you. I am going to, now, I'm gonna, get out of my feels. I think I'm gonna go jam a song or two while I'm putting these in polys, and then I will be back with you guys in just a few minutes, and we will ship everything out, and we will talk about all the goodies that I sold this weekend. If my items don't fit in my normal poly, I have this clear bag that I can use. That's what I'm gonna do for this. Something about scream singing songs just feels so good. I'm gonna have to close this. It sounds like somebody's mowing outside. It has been so nice these past couple days, like over the weekend, which has been much needed. But I am done putting everything into polys. What I do when I ship sales, a pro tip for you guys so you don't get overwhelmed from one overwhelmed girly to another, because I'm constantly overwhelmed no matter what I'm doing. So especially after a weekend of sales, I have about 22 sales to ship out. That's a lot to do at once. You know, I can get super overwhelmed. So I do one platform at a time. So after I put everything into the clear polys, into the clear bags, I will print all the labels from one platform. First, I normally do Poshmark. So I'm gonna go into Poshmark. I'm going to print all the labels for the Poshmark sales, and then I will go ahead and ship those ones out. And then I will go to my next platform, which will be Depop, because I only have 3 sales over there. And then eBay I do last, because eBay I weigh all my items, so that takes a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to print my Poshmark labels. I personally, you can bulk print your labels. I'm pretty sure in Poshmark and eBay. I don't do that because, again, I get overwhelmed, I get confused, I will just like go into a spiral, I will have a little panic attack. So we can't do that. So we do one thing at a time, baby steps, it's okay. Poshmark has been acting so weird. Like, it's, whenever I try to go to my sales screen on Poshmark, like it won't let me. I have to refresh the page like 5 times before it lets me. It's so strange. Or then it will let me go to the sales screen. I don't know if you guys can see that, but then it will just be loading forever. It won't actually pull up my sales. It does this all the time. Like, what is happening? Can we just work, please? So I will literally, like I said, print one label at a time. And then on the back of that label, I will print what the item is. Which, that's not how I'm going to do it today. Actually, let's backtrack. So normally, because a lot of times I will print my labels out ahead of time, especially for Poshmark, Mercari, anywhere but Depop, I will print anywhere but eBay, I will print my labels ahead of time. Since I'm filming today, I haven't printed any labels over the weekend. I am printing them all right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and print them as I'm shipping them with you guys. So this first item that we're going to ship out sold for $45. This was, now I gotta find it in my whole pile of sales. Right here. Is that it? Yeah, this is the USPS Post Office cardigan that I recently picked up from the bins. It was a vintage cardigan, had an embroidered, you know, the post office symbol. Felt like a wool blend. And I had it listed for $45. I think that was my full asking price, honestly. $45, yeah, I'm almost positive. And it sold for my full asking price on Poshmark. And you guys, have you heard? I'm assuming you guys have heard about the new Poshmark fees. They definitely have changed up their fees. It's no longer 20%. This sold, I believe, did this sell before the fees or after the fees? I wish this computer and Poshmark would just work. Like, that would be actually lovely. Like, I don't want to have to keep refreshing my page 5 times for every label. Like, come on. Yeah, this sold after the new fee structure. So, you guys, my net profit, or not my net profit, my profit after the Poshmark fees was $39 and, what did I say, like 73 cents? Yeah, that's really good. So, it sold for $45. What went in my bank account from Poshmark was $39.73. So that only took away $5.29, 27 cents. Wow, okay. Not complaining. I know for the smaller sales, it really doesn't make that much of a difference for us. However, on the buyer's side of things, you know, buyers are paying a lot of fees now, which is a little concerning and kind of curious how that's going to go. What do you guys think about the new Poshmark fees? Like, are you worried? Have you seen a difference in your sales and your offers? I feel like people have definitely been sending lower offers because they are paying higher fees now. Which, you know, I am totally fine with. I mean, if it's a total lowball, no. But I accept offers anyways. My business is run on offers, you know. And I'm a digs binner. I'm a bins digger, so I go to the Goodwill outlet. All of my items are really cheap. I usually pay only about $1 per piece, so I'm willing to accept those lower offers. And like I said, my Poshmark closet seemed to be doing better than my eBay was over the weekend. So I really could not tell you if this fee change has been affecting me or not. I really don't think it did. I had about the normal amount of sales that I would on Poshmark. The first one that I showed you was a full price sale. This, you guys, I just put it in here and didn't even show you. This was a vintage pair of Lee jeans. Funny story, I actually had these hanging on my market rack for market this weekend, and they sold. I only had them priced at $25 at market, you guys, and they sold for $36 online. So I made $10 more basically than I would have had I sold them at market. But I had these for a few months. They were union made Lee men's jeans. And yeah, I believe I went ahead and sent them that offer. I used Posture VA, the Chrome extension, to pretty much run my entire Poshmark closet. And they send offers to buyers after about 4 minutes after somebody likes an item. Now, you guys, I did have to cancel like 3 sales two from Poshmark that were really, really, really old sales. I don't know why they weren't deleted from there. They should have been. I definitely purged them. And then one from eBay, which was so depressing. He's sliding. Nobody wants to see your butt. He loves sitting on my chair here. Like, I mean, as soon as I get up, if I'm sitting there working for a while, as soon as I get up, he'll jump up there so fast. But this next thing that's sold, I'm going to have to go back to my shipping closet and get a box for it. But these I got at a yard sale like a year or two ago, honestly. I don't even know why I got them. I have no idea, you guys. Actually, no. I did not get these a year or two ago. I listed them about a year ago. They were in my box, in like a tote under my bed for like a year or two before that. But I got these two vintage hanging Halloween figures. They sold on Poshmark this weekend for $20. So yay, perfect time of year. Like I said, I need to go back and get a box to ship these beauties in. I don't really have many boxes right now. I need to get more. I should have grabbed more from the storage unit. BRB. So I got a medium flat rate box. I'm really hoping that it fits in here because on Poshmark you could use any box. Okay, yeah, that does fit in there. That's perfect. And then I will go ahead and stuff it with some paper. I really need to get some more boxes from my post office. I'm out of I have shoe boxes. I'm out of my other medium flat rates. I don't use them often, but like times like this, I'm like, oh crap, I need a box, and I haven't gotten any more yet. I definitely think this is going to be a longer video. Like I feel like I've been filming a while, and we barely even started shipping my sales out. But I hope things are going well for you guys. I hope sales are okay. I feel like sales have just been like, concerning. But with everything that happened with the hurricane, I think there's another hurricane literally coming, with the election coming up. It's just the state of this country, the state of the world. People aren't buying things on eBay and Poshmark, you know, as much as they have been. And it's just like, oh, am I gonna have to get a job? Like, seriously, I'm starting to get a little stressed. But anyway, that's super lightweight. Fit perfect. I actually need to hurry up because it's already 9:09. My mailman is usually here. Well, that was a white car. I was like, what? No! I thought it was the mail truck. My mailman is usually here around 10 o'clock or so. So this next item that's sold, I'm actually really happy to see this go. This was a Christopher & Banks Madras plaid jacket. I actually got this like at the beginning of summertime, which is why I'm saying I'm really happy to see it go. I would rather see it go now than wait and sit through winter because I feel like the Madras plaid is more of a spring, summer print, you know what I mean? But this sold for $19, which was my 40% off offer on Poshmark. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I set 40% off bulk offers using Poshmark VA on Poshmark. Some people accepted, a lot did not. So yeah, this sold for $19. Also, you know, the new fee structure, like I said, probably definitely affected the Poshmark, but I don't know, you guys. I just feel like people aren't buying as much in general. This next piece, is going to Myrtle Beach. Wow, okay. I know that they didn't really get hit by the hurricane. My aunt has a house down there, and she said they didn't really get hit much by the hurricane. But this is a vintage Mac Tools jacket. I remember getting this from the bins, and this sold for $20 on Poshmark. I think somebody sent me that offer. I went ahead and accepted because I'm happy to see it go. And let's see. So $20 sale. See, the $20 sale is not that much of a difference for the new fee structure. Before, with the 20%, you know, if they would take 20% from the $20, I would be getting $16 into my bank account. But now with the new fee structure, I'm getting $16.32. So 32 cents more. So, you know, the bigger the sale, the bigger the difference it is for us buying. Well, and for the buyers and for the sellers, really. They're paying a lot of fees. It's kind of weird. Next, this actually sold, not my 40% off. This sold on my Poshmark VA offer. Somebody liked it. Poshmark VA sent an offer 4 minutes after they liked it. This is by the brand BP, which is sold at like Nordstrom, I think. and Wild Fang. That's the only reason I picked it up. BP is not a brand that I ever really pick up anymore. I used to in the past, and it wouldn't sell. So now I don't pick it up. But these were a plaid pant. I did look these up before. You okay? Bless you. I've never heard him sneeze so loud. But I did look these up before I picked them up because, again, BP is not really a brand that I pick up. But Wild Fang is a decent brand. So I decided to go ahead and pick them up. And they sold for $27, which actually is not bad. And after the fees, my take home was $22.93. See, I feel like that's a little better, you know? Next is a really, cheap sale. I just accepted this offer. I'm like, you know what? Take it. This is a newer item. I recently showed this in a haul. I probably could have gotten at least $20 for this, but I'm like, you know what? Take it. I don't care. This was a North Face quarter zip men's super lightweight fleece jacket. Not really jacket. I mean, probably be worn more as like a shirt, but somebody sent me a $12 offer. First they sent me a $10 offer, and I'm like, no. I countered at 15. I had it listed at 25. Like I said, I expected to get at least 20 for it. But yeah, they sent me a $10 offer. I countered at 15. They countered at 12. And I'm like, you know what? Just have it. Like, I paid about $1 for it. I had it for less than a month. Just have it. And then the last thing that sold on Poshmark was by Soft Surroundings, which every time I show this brand in a haul, I say like, oh, I don't really pick up this brand anymore. Oh, I'm really picky with this brand. Yeah, this piece I picked up a couple months ago. It was a brown pair of pants, and this sold for $15 on Poshmark. And I'm curious what the fees are for that, because I remember before, for a $15 sale, my take home would be $12. So what is it now? $11.69. So that's actually less. He is biting his own tail right now. So yeah, with the new fee structure on a $15 sale, I'm getting less money. This whole new fee structure is just so confusing to me. Like, it makes sense, but then it's like on stuff like this, it's like, okay. On the lower dollar sales, it feels like you're not making as much, you know. But those are all my Poshmark sales. Moving on to Depop. Like I said, we had 3 sales. This first one is actually going to Philadelphia, which makes sense because I think it's the 49ers? 76ers? Makes sense because it's a Philadelphia 76ers piece. But this is a vintage Reebok Hardwood Classics, I think it was. NBA 76ers. Oh my goodness. Whew. Velour track jacket. This sold on Depop. Somebody sent me an offer of $33.30. 3330. Absolutely accepted that. I was so happy when they paid as well. This next piece, again, sold on Depop. It was a Pendleton. Look at those colors. Plaid wool skirt. Vintage. This sold for $28. Funny story. I actually originally had this listed for like $50. I don't know why. It was getting a lot of attention on Depop, so I decided to go ahead and take a look at the listing, and I realized I had it listed around $50, and I'm like, why? So I went into Vendu. I delisted it off all of my platforms. I lowered the price to $35, because again, $50, why? I know Pendleton skirts do not sell for that much. No matter how old, no matter how colorful, you know, they don't sell for that much. So after I relisted it, kept getting more action. Somebody sent me a $28 offer on Depop. Happily accepted. That's literally the offer I was sending people. You know what I mean? And they paid. Hallelujah. It's like a freaking party when people actually pay on Depop. Because I get offers all day long. I just accepted 2 this morning. Have they paid? No. Are they going to? 90% chance, probably not. It's sad. It's depressing. But $28, really happy with that. Especially because Depop has one of the lowest fees now. And then the last thing to sell on Depop, could have definitely gotten more for this, but this is a really quick flip. I showed this in my haul. Actually, I think the video went up today, the day I'm filming this, Monday. I found 2 of these Carhartt carpenter pants. Somebody just made me an offer again on Depop. That's actually so ironic. I'm so kidding. But anyway, I found 2 of these Carhartt carpenter pants. They were destroyed, paint stained, but people don't care. I listed these around $28. Somebody sent me a $19 offer on Depop, a little bit lower than I would have liked to get, but again, paint stained up, destroyed. I paid about $1. I had them for about a week, and Depop has those low fees, so absolutely accepted that. And again, they paid. I'm so happy. I wonder what somebody sent me an offer on this time. Let's see. Let's go to our Depop page and see what's sold. Half the time I just accept offers on Depop because I don't think they're going to pay. Like somebody just sent me an $18 offer on a sweater that I had listed for $30. I accepted. Are they going to pay? Probably not, but watch them pay. That's the funny part. But yeah, so happy to see these Carhartts go. And the rest of the sales are from eBay. So with eBay, you have to make sure that your items, you know, you weigh them, you have to put the correct weight in. If not, you will be charged, you know, after the fact, a lot of money, and you don't want that to happen. I actually have to go get my new poly mailers in one of my last videos as well. I think it was my last ship with me. I talked about how you want to use your new eBay shipping supplies coupon. I did, and they came in on Friday. I have not opened them yet though, so let me go grab that box. So again, I got 200 poly mailers. This time I got a little bit of bigger ones. I think they were 12 by 15 and a half. And 200 of them, I only paid like $5.50 because you have to pay tax. And I think that was, my coupon on eBay is for $50. So for 200 poly mailers, they're charging a little over $50. I would not personally pay my own money for this. But since I have a coupon and only had to pay about $5 for 200, absolutely going to do that. And these are really nice poly mailers as well. They are really thick. I always say that every time, but they're really thick. They're like double lined, and I really like that. Now there's a train. Oh my word. I don't even live that close to the train, you know what I mean? But I hear it all the time, and I didn't realize how much I would hear it here until I started working for myself and was home a lot. Anyway, this first item that sold on eBay was this Lane Bryant snowflake cardigan. A lot of these sales were 40% off. Like I set a 40% off sale starting yesterday morning and ended this morning at 6:30. And a lot of these sales are from that. This was sold for $19. I think a buyer sent me that offer. I went ahead and accepted. There is a lot going on. I think I'm going to have to close that other window. It's been so nice, like I said, so I've been trying to have the windows open to get some fresh air in here. But it's really loud. I'm so sorry if you hear that. There's just chaos going on. Everybody is trying to get out and do things since it's so nice. This next thing sold for $14.89. This I probably would have gotten rid of had I purged this bin, but I did not. This was an older polo by Ralph Lauren. Polo, which I do not pick up anymore. This was a size 3XL tall, but it took about a year and a half to sell. So yeah, absolutely would not pick that up again. These next things, where are they? Pair of Echo shoes, sandals. These sold for $21.49. This was a Banana Republic Peacoat. I showed this a little bit earlier. And this sold for $35.49. I believe that was 40% off, which tells me that I had it listed pretty high, actually. But $35 for a Banana Republic jacket? I don't think that's too bad. And I had this probably for about a year though, so happy to see that go. I love when bulkier jackets and sweaters sell because they just take up so much room in my storage unit. These next two pieces, the same buyer got. Funny, one is a Christmas shirt, one is a Halloween shirt. I just realized that. This is a newer piece. I actually found this while I was pulling out Christmas items in my Christmas haul a few videos ago. And they bought this. And then they bought this Quiz New York Snowman shirt. Both pieces, they got 40% off. For both pieces, they paid like $35. The one was $15.99 for the denim. The green corduroy, they paid $17.39. So $30 for the two of those. Happy about that. This next piece definitely would have purged as well. H&M, Disney, Mickey Mouse, crew sweatshirt. This sold for $11.89. Definitely my 40% off. Happy to see that go. Actually, I only had this for a couple months too. I don't know why I picked this up. Like, why? H&M is not a brand that I pick up. Like, it doesn't sell no matter what it is, it seems. This was a newer piece. Winnie the Pooh, little garden flag. It was like spring theme. Had a butterfly on it. That sold for $11.99. Not too bad. Paid about $1. This next piece was actually an eBay international sale. This sold last night. Again, a newer piece. Vintage Eddie Bauer corduroy shirt. This sold for $20.58. I believe that was my 40% off as well. This next piece I actually was scared that I wouldn't have because it's so old. The brand is Crosby. I don't know why I picked this up. I don't remember where I picked it up. This sold for $18. That's actually wild to me. Like, what? I would have purged that had I gotten to that bin during my purge. This is another newer piece. J. Crew leopard print cardigan. Leopard print has been selling. It pretty much does every year around this time, and people love it. J. Crew, it was a size extra large. I knew it would do well. That sold for $23.39. And then lastly was a Nordstrom. It was a New Tags 100% cashmere. I've had this for over a year. I don't know why it took so long to sell. I think I had it listed too high. Again, a lot of my pieces, like, I think they don't sell because I just have them listed too high. But this sold for $25. So somebody sent me a $25 offer. I happily accepted. I definitely got that from the bins about a year ago, like I said. And it's the time of year for cashmere. So now that I weighed and entered the weights for all of these pieces, I will go ahead and buy my labels. And then I just have to package these all up now. I put them in the polys as I'm weighing them, but I leave them open so I know what they are. That way when I'm putting the labels one by one, I don't put them in bulk again. Too much. I would get too overwhelmed. I think some of these I might take to the post office myself today because I already have almost a whole bag full and I don't like leaving more than one bag for my mailman. I always feel bad. Oh, wow. This is going to Beautiful Balloons PR. That's funny. I just love when things are going to, like, companies. I think that's so funny. I mean, it's obviously going to a person in that company. I just think it's funny for some reason. Alright guys, well that is the end of this video. I'm going to run this one bag downstairs. Like I said, some of these I'm going to take to the post office myself because I have a lot. I feel really bad when I have a ton of stuff for him to grab, especially on a Monday morning. I'm sure that's not what he wants. But I appreciate you who made it to the end of this video. I know this is definitely a longer video, if not my longest one to date. Definitely was rambling a lot. I know I got a lot of footage this morning. It is literally 9:36 and I started filming I think around 8:15. So I've been filming for almost an hour now, but I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in my next video.